Welcome to our virtual and remote team building Unit 5 vocabulary. The guiding question here is, how do atomic structure of molecules and intermolecular forces between molecules affect the behavior and properties of substances? Throughout this week, I'm going to share with you some phenomena videos. Hopefully you saw the one with the soap, water, and black pepper already. And I will share a few more with you as well. And we're going to try to explain those phenomena with these vocabulary terms. So what we're going to do here is we're going to work collaboratively to contribute to building vocabulary and knowledge in order to explain observable phenomena. Hopefully you're already watching this video link instructions, and I'm going to kind of go through and show you what you need to do for this particular assignment. Again, you're going to be assigned vocabulary terms. You should be assigned 3 different vocabulary terms that you personally are responsible for completing on this Google Slide shared presentation. Look for your name. It should appear 3 times. If it doesn't, there are some blank ones on the extra vocabulary words at the end. If you get ahead, you can do some of the extra ones, or if you can't find your name, just go ahead and do one of the vocabulary words at the end. You'll open up your class's slideshow posted on Google Classroom. You'll probably have it open right now if you click the link to get to this video. So when the video is over, you'll go back to that slideshow and start working on it. This is a shared document with your entire class. All students should be able to edit it. So it's really important that you have appropriate school behavior, that you're kind, positive, and supportive of your classmates. Make sure you have read and acknowledged the distance learning norms. If you haven't, you can click on this slide when you get to it, and it'll open it up, and then you can go ahead and complete that then if it hasn't already been done. You are going to have to do 3 things for your vocabulary words. One of the vocabulary words, you will research the definition and type in your own words what the definition is for the vocabulary word. You should hyperlink the source to whatever you typed. For the second vocabulary word that you're assigned, you want to find an educational video clip that explains that vocabulary word. And you will insert the vocabulary words video clip and resize it to fit the spot. Try to make sure it's pretty short, something around 3 to 5 minutes, definitely less than 10 minutes. For the third vocabulary word you're assigned, you will find or make a picture, image, drawing, etc. You could use the tools in Google Slideshow to make a drawing. You could draw it on paper and snap a photo and upload it. You can even try the digital whiteboard tools at classroomscreen.com that does work on your Chromebooks. You want to paste the image or picture. If it is something you got from the internet, you do want to hyperlink it. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but there will be 3 people working on each vocabulary word. So I'm going to ask you to collaborate and work together with those 3 people. You also will be working on 3 different vocabulary words. So that's 3 different people that will be on a vocabulary word. You can use the speaker notes at the end of the slide to ask each other questions. So when you're in the edit mode, at the very bottom, it says click here to add speaker notes. If you want to talk about the information you're putting in your slide, you could click here and kind of make like a little blog that goes along. Ask each other questions. When you're writing in the speaker's notes, make sure that you include your name. So you would write, hey guys, can you help me find a source for this? Mrs. Peterson. If you get super far ahead, you can kind of scan through the speaker notes on other people's vocabulary terms and try to contribute. Be constructive, add some helpful links. Maybe there's some that are completely blank, especially at the end. There are like 3 or 4 extra vocabulary words. You could work on those as well. It's a very great thing if you go through all the vocabulary words because you will need to know them for upcoming quizzes and assignments. Again, you are assigned the vocabulary words. Do not change the vocabulary word you're assigned because that's the one I'm going to grade you on. I have the key, so I know which one you were assigned. Scroll down to see the terms and look for your name. It should appear 3 times. This next slide that I'm going to show has some instructions embedded on it. When you are going through the PowerPoints, you can click on these instructions and they are hyperlinked so that you can find out how to hyperlink a text, how to insert a YouTube video, or how to hyperlink an image. Again, it is a shared document, so please be conscientious of that when you're working on it. So here's an example slide. The vocabulary term is going to appear on the top. There's a spot for the definition. If your name appears here, you're going to type in the definition and then hyperlink it to where you got the information. If you don't know how to hyperlink a section, here is a little video on how to hyperlink text. If your name appears down here where it says link, this is where you put an educational video. Again, if you're not sure how to insert a video, if you click on this video, it will tell you how to insert a video. And then if your name appears over here, you have to put in some sort of graphic or picture. If you're getting the picture from the internet, again, you want to click over here and it will describe to you how to hyperlink the image. So solid is the first word, liquid, gas, electronegativity, polarity, dipole, polar bond, nonpolar bond, Vesper molecular shape geometry, polar molecule, nonpolar molecule, intermolecular forces, hydrogen bonding, dipole-dipole, London dispersion forces, surface tension, adhesion, cohesion, hydrophilic, hydrophobic, surfactant, capillary action. You will notice as I kind of went through those that most of the slides had people's names in them for each of them. So you want to go ahead and kind of fill in those spots where your name appears. This last slide that we're looking at right now does not have any names on it. So if you want some bonus points, you can go ahead and do those. Or if you can't find your name someplace else, there are a couple of slides that have 2 words on it. Miscible and immiscible are sort of opposites of each other, just like soluble and insoluble. If there's a vocabulary term you think I should have included, please go ahead and fill out an extra slide, make a duplicate, and then fill it in here. Again, you only need to do the 3 vocabulary terms that your name is assigned to. Folks on my A day need to complete this by Thursday, and folks on my B day need to complete this by Friday. Even though this is what we're completing in this assignment, we are going to use these vocabulary terms when we write explanations for phenomena, and we will need to review all of the terms for an upcoming quiz. How do you know you're finished? Use this little checklist. Hopefully you've already acknowledged the distance learning norms. Check out where your name is for the 3 assigned vocabulary words and make sure you've entered, uploaded, or pasted your work in there. If you enter anything in the speaker notes, make sure you follow it with your name. And then go ahead and review all the vocabulary terms. Ask some clarifying questions in the speaker notes if you don't understand what your classmates had meant when they defined the terms. And help out your classmates too by responding to any questions you have in the speaker notes. Make sure, even though you're only assigned 3 to contribute to, you do need to know all of the other ones. So go ahead and review what your classmates had put up. Maybe watch the YouTube links, look at their pictures, read their definitions. Hopefully we can all collaborate and get this done by the end of the week. Thanks.